In today's episode, Edgar Wright is directing the Running Man remake, Diablo 4 is getting a rogue class, and Far Cry 6 betas are part of a phishing attempt. All this and much more on this episode of the Miami Geeks. Stay tuned. Yo, welcome back to a brand new episode of the Miami Geeks Weekly Updates, brought to you by digitalcracknetwork.com. I'm your host, Punisher305, and I'm writing solo today, but this episode is brought to you by D2D. Use promo code MIAGeeks10 to save 10% on your next purchase order. That's MIAGEEKS10. All in caps, description down below. Copy the promo code, click on the link, put on the shopping cart, and bam, that's 10% saved, guys. And also, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button just to know when we come up with this amazing news, which is 3 times a week: Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And now, let's get started. Okay, guys, well, today is BLIZZCON day, and as I'm recording, it's still going on, and Uncle Willie is elbows deep in that right now, like really deep. But we couldn't do a little talk about it today due for the fact that that's happening now. But we will have a special recording for tomorrow, and we're going to have more of an in-depth talk about BLIZZCON and everything they showed. So stay tuned for tomorrow. But the show must go on, and let's talk about Fortnite and the Street Fighter cosmetics leak, which I'm kind of shocked at the fact that they got that, because all right. What does Ryu and Chun-Li have anything to do with Fortnite? They're fighters. You get it? The fact that that's going on right now, it's pretty odd, but they're going to be cosmetics. So that means you're going to get Chun-Li and Ryu in Fortnite, and just the thought that they're going to be holding weapons and stuff like it still bothers me. But then I had this thought that what happens if within the game they still have their special abilities to do the Hadouken, the 1,000 leg kick that Chun-Li does, the spinning round kick, and all these other moves. So I'm kind of wondering how this is going to come about. But either way, someone discovered this, a short clip online, and they put it out there. And of course, it looks really cool because of course it's the arcade of Street Fighter 2. They're gonna do a little fight, and all suddenly this dude from Fortnite just busts in, brings out that special coin, and warps them into that world. We don't see nothing after that, but we see that Ryu and Chun-Li are part of it now. What are your thoughts about that? I mean, technically for me, I hate saying this because it sounds bad, but I don't like Fortnite that much. But for you Fortnite players out there, what are your thoughts about having these two fighting icons in Fortnite? And what are your thoughts on what they're going to be doing in there? Please comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. So it looks like there have been reports of Far Cry 6 betas are now being phishing attempts. For those that don't know what the hell we're talking about phishing, those are pretty much those emails that kind of like lure you in to get all your identification and maybe even steal some of your things to get a beta like Far Cry 6. Guys, you got to be careful. Ubisoft is pretty much already saying that please be careful because they're not doing anything, and that's a scam. You guys will get all these junk emails, so just be careful. If it's not from Ubisoft, double check with Ubisoft itself. So Ubisoft says that the emails are regarding access to the Far Cry 6 are an attempted scam, so keep that in mind. YouTuber Red Band tweeted last night that there's an email, an official Ubisoft addressing around claims that the beta access for Far Cry 6 asking recipients to agree to a coverage of embargo and sign in with a password to access the contents rather than offering information of the upcoming game. It's dangerous, guys. Being that I work in the IT department, so does Uncle Willie, but he's not here with me right now. We've seen this before. Just keep an eye on that. If they're telling you already to enter passwords and all this just to get access to Far Cry 6, that's a red flag. Be careful. Go to Ubisoft, the main page for Ubisoft, and see if there's any word of a Far Cry 6 beta. And if it's not from Ubisoft, don't do it. you're just gonna lose everything. Again, just be careful, guys. And other news also, Diablo 4 is getting a rogue class, and Diablo 2 Remastered should come around this year, according to a leaker. So Diablo 4 reportedly see the return of a rogue class and increase the levels of the character's customization. Again, this is a lot of information that's probably they're going to be talking about in today's episode, or today's show with BLIZZCON. But this is so far what we got going on right now that they just kind of like talked about. But I'm pretty sure there's more in detail about it. So we'll save this. We'll put a pin on it for tomorrow. But at least have in mind that Diablo 4 is getting a rogue class, and Diablo 2 Remastered should be coming around this year. So let's see what happened. All right, guys. So right now we reached a point of our show where we're going to be talking about WandaVision. So for those that haven't seen the latest episode of WandaVision, please look at the timestamps below. Click on the next episode, because I'm gonna talk about certain things that we just saw right now in episode 7 on WandaVision, and it's gonna be spoiler talk. So hands down, it's gonna be a very quick one, but again, it's spoiler talk. So in 3, 2, 1. Okay, guys, who knew that Agnes was AKA Agatha Harkness? Who knew? Because I'm gonna tell you this right now. A couple weeks back, when the first 2 episodes aired and Willie and I were talking about it, we had to point it out that she kind of resembled her. And my God, that ending, the fact that she was pretty much let her know, yeah, I'm doing all this, and that she's pretty strong. I'm trying to say right now. But you see everything she did within the first episodes. Oh my God. Okay, I'm not sure if anybody noticed, but the minute that she starts coming down in episode 1, before everything went black and white, did anybody notice her shoes and her Witchlow outfit before it morphed into the outfit she was wearing afterwards? Okay, that was pretty dope. And everything she controlled helped. She even controlled Pietro, which we're now not like for sure now know that's not him. They just got whoever that guy seems to be to act like him, because from what I noticed in the episodes, she's controlling everybody's mind, doing her tricks and tips and all that stuff that she always does, and within the episodes. But in this one specifically, she did something to Pietro, which was like on his back, or like on his front, or like just him in general, not his head. So it made me think, is Pietro one of the main guys that we've been talking about? Because again, we just see him and he's playing along and all that stuff and asking all these weird questions to Wanda, and also kind of like diverting some of the questions that she's saying by going over them or just going around them and kind of making her look like she's a moron and whatnot. Okay, so that's going on. And then, of course, Monica Rambeau also gets her powers by entering the hex the 3rd time. But does that mean that she always had it and she had to find herself like in that vulnerable state, trying to go through going through the hex, which it looked like it was trying to kick her out? Did it look like that she had to use her powers to combine and just go through it like full force, like kind of like believe in herself, in other words, or what? I mean, dude, I'm gonna tell you this right now. This is getting a little crazy by the minute, and especially that once you see her that she gets her powers, she can actually see the electricity, the air, like she sees things, man. It's so hard. Like, again, if Willie was here, he'll put me in my place because he knows a little much better than I do. But I could just tell you right now that it was just freaky as hell. And the fact that, again, Agatha is controlling everything. So everything you think you're watching, that it's a movie or a show, she's the one behind it all. She, like, it's bonkers how funny and crazy that is. Oh yeah, and can I just say it right now? She killed Sparky. That fucking bitch. I can't believe it that she killed Sparky. But you know what? There has to be some reason to it, which looks like she's really going after Billy and Tommy, where she always offers like to babysit them and whatnot and do some things. And she pretty much said that she sent them downstairs to the basement to play. And that's when we come out to see that Agatha Harkness pretty much just said it out there out loud that she's not the only one with magic, and poof, and she, did that little spell on her, which she saw everything that's going on, which again, mind blowing. But now I'm kind of wondering if she's just controlling her, by her mind and whatnot. Does that still mean that Wanda is still stronger than Agatha? Again, I'm not too sure what this about that, guys. I need you guys to let me know what's up. Comment down below, or we'll wait till Uncle Willie to school me in this, because this is weird, guys. This episode right here was by far the weirdest and the best. I want more. We have 2 more episodes left, so we're invested to this until the end. So another thing that happened within the WandaVision is Dottie. So when Monica and Wanda go outside for the showdown, that they were having that, kind of like that fight, that argument, and they went outside in pure public where everybody could see them. There's a moment where Dottie is pretty much kind of like looks over and sees them fighting. So there's a thought about this, and people are kind of wondering what's up with Dottie, because again, from episode 2, we kind of see her like react in a different way with the blood, and she didn't really care, and she was kind of like being a bitch, in other words, but everybody is still kind of considering maybe she is the devilish Mephisto or Clea, the Sorcerer Supreme. And if that's the case, then now I understand why freaking Doctor Strange has to get involved. This is going to be tremendo fiasco, guys, and it's not going to get any better, and I can't fucking wait. Why can't it be Friday twice on Friday? I want to see my other episodes or something, or God, Jesus Christ, I need this really, really, really bad. But guys, tell me, what do you guys think about this last episode? What are your thoughts of what I'm talking about? And yes, again, fuck Agatha. She killed the damn dog. Poor puppy. And also another thing that I need to say, because we and Willie were talking about this, Willie wants to let everybody know that this looks like completely is leading to the House of M. It looks like it's gonna happen. I hope you guys are ready. So about that. Now, let's continue with this, dude. This is getting awesome. So now Edgar Wright is directing the Running Man remake. Yeah, relax. We all know and love the 1987 The Running Man with Schwarzenegger, but this movie is an adaptation for Stephen King's novel The Running Man, which is not going to be a remake of the 1987 film. Wright is also co-writing the story with Michael Bacall, and will have much more faithful to the King's best novel, which is published under author Richard Bachman, if I'm not mistaken, in 1982. The Running Man is technically almost the same. It sets off in the year 2025, where people watch twisted game shows and involves a contestant running from hunters employed to kill them. So yeah, this is technically like the Schwarzenegger movie, which again, I never knew that Stephen King wrote this thing, but I guess they didn't like the Schwarzenegger version. They want to do a newer one now, maybe a little more darker, but still, I'm an 80s baby, and that movie right there has been my gem. I love it. That's my gem. I love it, and we love Iceman. Iceman, or whatever that fat fucker's name that he gets impaled afterwards. He's always been cool to me. I like him. So also this week, we got the Mortal Kombat trailer that we all been waiting for. And by God, it is bloody and brutal. I didn't expect this at all. Did not expect it to be a Red Band trailer, nor did Willie, and nor did Cousin Jose and everybody else. So we got to see this badass freaking trailer, which shows off already the first not even fatality, but the first reason that we see why Jax gets metal arms. Like off the bat, everybody's been wondering how or why he gets metal arms. Well, we know now. We get it now in this freaking movie. Immediately in the beginning of the whole trailer, Sub-Zero freezes his arms and just rips him right the fuck off or explodes him. He just everywhere. We get a lot of freaking one-shot pictures of a lot of people like Scorpion's backstory, which it looks like we're gonna get a little bit of a backstory for him as well, because within the movie we see him kind of like, you know, doing his thing, relaxing, and I guess a couple of the ninjas or, you know, Sub-Zero's clan come to go kill Scorpion, and he ain't having it, guys. He's not having it. He goes off and he murders them by doing, of course, a come over here move and all that stuff. And yeah, it's bloody, really bloody. I love it. So within the whole movie, you get to see a bunch of more things happening. You can see Liu Kang turning fire. He's doing like this fire dragon move from, I think it was part 2. I don't even know. I think it was part 2 or part 3 when he does that dragon that he summons and eats the guy in half. You can see Kano pretty much ripping someone's heart out. We're not even sure if that's Reptile or not. So let's hold this off until we see the movie. It could probably be just a random creature. We get to see a bunch of characters in there. Also Goro, which I was kind of worried of the fact that they're gonna bring out Goro, but when I saw him in this little trailer, very quick trailer, mind you, I was pleased. He didn't look all rubbery and weird like he did in the first movie, even though the first movie I hold it near and dear to my heart because I love it. And then you have Shang Tsung doing his thing, well, of course, with this, you know, the iconic role of pretty much, you know, finish him and all that stuff. But you only get to see him like very briefly and whatnot. You get to see Raiden in his cool outfit. But I mean, again, for a trailer, he doesn't look too polished. But again, I don't want to judge anything from a little quick trailer for anything, you know. This movie's gonna come out in a couple months anyways. So we also have this new guy in there, Cole Young, which he's a cage fighter. He comes out showing his birthmark, which is the faith for him to fight in the tournament. But a lot of people are wondering within the trailer, where's Johnny Cage? And my assumptions are that Cole Young, being that he's a cage fighter and whatnot, within this whole episode, he's going to probably go off and say something smart afterwards and be like, you know what? You know, I'm just going to go off by my nickname. You know, my first name is Johnny and I fight in the cage. So call me Johnny Cage. Who knows? I mean, this is just me rambling and shit. But this is actually pretty cool. I like this trailer so much. I can't wait for April 16th. You best believe that I'm probably going to watch this like 200 times. And Uncle Willie and I, we're going to have a lot to talk about the minute we see this movie. So, in other news, Netflix and Tim Burton are teaming up for a Wednesday movie. Wednesday, you're asking? No, not today, guys. Not today. Relax. Wednesday Addams from the Addams Family. She's going to have a series of her own. So Tim Burton is teaming up with Netflix for a live-action coming-of-age series about dark-humored Wednesday Addams. I mean, it's going to be an 8-part series. So the title, Wednesday, the title's technically there. It's going to be, of course, all supernaturally infused with mystery and a bunch of other things. But that's Wednesday, right? You know, and this looks like it's going to be taking place from 25 years ago. So she's going to be older, I guess. This is what pretty much they're saying online. So don't quote me just in case, but that's what it looks like. But yeah, she's going to be going on her own terrors, doing her things and whatnot. So being that Tim Burton is in charge of with Netflix, I have a good feeling about it. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think with just that alone, knowing that Wednesday Addams is going to have her own show, 8 episode series. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, I don't know how I will feel about having just Wednesday Addams in there, unless we're going to have certain nods to the family. Maybe her father calls. Maybe Morticia appears out of nowhere. Who knows? Maybe Pugsley joins in around the time. Who knows? Again, there's all speculation right now. There's all we're just reading until the further notice and so on and so forth. But guys, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today on this amazing podcast. And I want to thank you all. And again, this segment is brought to you by D2D. Use promo code MIAGeeks10 to save 10% on your next purchase order. That's MIAGEEKS10. All in caps, description down below. Copy the promo code, click on the link, put it on the shopping cart, and that's 10% saved, guys. And again, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button just to know when we come up with this amazing news, which is 3 times a week. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And also we sneak in a little bit, on the side, just in case. We always do that, guys. So until next time, guys, peace.